Hello students, hello everyone. Welcome to Senior College Mathematics. Topic of discussion is indices. If you are in senior college, you are preparing for WAEC, for NECO, for GC, for NAPTEP, for JAMB, or any other external or entrance exam into high school, this topic, this lesson is for you. You are in the right place. Petakus Education Community. Lesson 1, Standard Form. Standard Form. Before the lesson proper for updates, follow Petakus Educom via YouTube at Petakus Simplified Maths. To do that, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share the video to your friends, your colleagues, your classmates. You can also follow us on Facebook at fb.me/PetakusEducom, Instagram at PetakusEC, Telegram t.me/PetakusEducom, WhatsApp through this mobile telephone number. In all of these platforms, you get updated from time to time about what is happening at Petakus Education Community, where you have access to quality, unlimited, and simplified mathematics teachings. Okay, so we go straight to the lesson. Standard form. Very large and small numbers can conveniently be written in standard form. So what standard form does is that it helps us to conveniently write or handle very large and very small numbers easily. That's what standard form does. A number is said to be in standard form, or a number is in standard form when it is written as a times 10 to the power of n. So any number written as a times 10 to the power of n, where a is any number between 1 and 10, that is 1 less than equal to a less than 10. In other words, a is not up to 10. A is actually between 1 and 9 inclusive, and n is an integer. Integer can be negative or positive whole numbers, including 0. Standard form is expressed as a product of a digit a. Standard form is expressed as a product of digit a and power of 10 and power of 10. So a there is a digit that is between 1 and 9 inclusive. For example, number 1, if you want to express 700 in standard form, for us to get the power of 10, we can factor out 100 and write it as 7 times 100. And you know 100 means 10 square. That is 10 power 2. So you have 7 times 10 power 2. So this is standard form equivalent of 700. You can see now a is 7 while n is positive 2. So let's look at 4,300. 4,300. Now the way this number is, for us to have a that is between 1 and 9 inclusive, it means it must be 4.3. So a must be 4.3. To get 4.3, it means you have to factor out 1000. So you have 4.3 times 1000 times 1000, and you can express 1000 as 10 power 3. 10 power 3. Then number 3, you have 133,600. So for us to have a between 1 and 9 inclusive, we must have a decimal point between 1 and 3. So you have 1.336. So a is between 1 and 9 now. Then to have the whole number, you have to factor out 100,000, and that is written as 10 to the power of 5. To the power of 5. Okay? Okay, so let's try to explain this in another form. Now let's take this number again. Let's say that you are at the end of this number. Let's assume the point is there, and you wish to move the point to between 1 and 3. So you move to this place, that is 1. You move here again, 2. You move here is 3. Here is 4, and you have 5. So you see why we are factoring out 100,000, because of the movement from right to between 1 and 3. And you should note that in decimal numbers, all the zeros after the point are ignored. So in 1.33600, we can ignore 00 and we write it as 1.336. So that is how we handle very small and large numbers in standard form. So let's look at powers of 10 in index form. Powers of 10 in index form. Quickly, let's have 100,000. You can express it 10 in 5 places. That is what you have here, and that simply means 10 to the power of 5. The power of 5. Let's look at 10,000. You can express 10,000 as 10 into 4 places, and that means 10 to the power of 4. To the power of 4. Let's take 100, that is 1,000. You can express 1,000 as 10 in 3 places. That is 10 raised to the power of 3. Let's take 100, can be written as 10 times 10. That is 10 to the power of 2. Then if you have 10, 10 is equal to 10, which can be written as 10 to the power of 1. And of course, if you take 1, 1 is best written as 10 to the power of 0. We use 10 power 0 because we are considering powers of 10 in index form. And any base number raised to the power of 0 is always 1, as you will learn later in the laws of indices. Then let's take decimal cases. For example, 0.1. 0.1 is expressed as 1 over 10. 1 over 10. And if you wish to have the power, once you take 10 up, so the way 10 is, the power of 10 is plus 1, though not visible. So once 10 goes up, the power changes from positive to negative. So you have it in this form. 0.01 simply means 1 over 100. 1 over 100. and you can express 100 as 10 power 2. When 10 power 2 goes up, it becomes 10 to the power of minus 2 Then 0.001 is expressed as 1 over 1000, and you can express 1000 as 10 to the power of 3. When you take it up, 1 over 10 power 3 actually means inverse. So when you take it up, the power changes from positive to negative. And if you have 0.0001, this actually means 1 over 10,000, which you express as 10 to the power of 4, and you have 10 to the power of minus 4, and so on. So this pattern continues for positive and negative powers of 10. Okay, so examples: express the following numbers in standard form. Example 4, you have 300. So we can simply factor out 100. So you have 3 times 100, and 100 is expressed as 10 square. So any number written in this form, where a is 3 and n is 2, is said to be in standard form. So let's take number 5, 5,746. For us to write this number in standard form, we must get a, and a is between 1 and 9 inclusive. So for us to have that a, it means we must introduce a decimal point that should be between 5 and 7. So you write the number as 0.0. We are trying to introduce the point 0. Okay, so you move the point from where it is to this, that is 1. You move again 2, you move again 3, so the point is here. So you have 5.746 times 10 times base 10. Because the movement is 3 times, you have times 10 to the power of 3. Now later on, will show us why the power, or when is the power said to be negative or positive. Show us later. Look at number 6. You have 4.37. Okay, so let's take 4.37. If you share this number, a is already between 1 and 9. 4.35 between 1 and 9. So you cannot express it in any other form than the way it is. In standard form, there's always base 10 to the power of anything. Because no further movement is required, we simply write 10 to the power of 0. This shows that the point didn't move anywhere, because where the point is satisfies the condition for a number to be written in standard form. Okay, number 7, 06.7. You should note that 06.7 is the same thing as 6.7, because the 0 before a whole number means nothing. So 6.7 is already a, so you cannot move the point again. So as such, you simply attach 10 to the power of 0. 10 to the power of 0. For it to be in standard form, you must have a multiplied by 10 raised to the power of n. That is why in case where we cannot do anything, we simply add 10 to the power of 0 to it to complete the standard form format, as you have in example 6 and 7 and 7. Okay, example 8 should express 0.234 in standard form. So in this case now, where the point is, the number is less than 1 and must be between 1 and 9. You simply move it from where it is to between 2 and 3. Then you have 2.34 times 10 to the power of minus 1. The movement is ones, so you have power of minus 1. Just hold on, we will get to know when the power should be negative or positive. Okay, number 9, 0.09. The same way, this number is less than 1. For it to be 1, you have to move the point 1 to move it out twice, so it becomes 9.0 times 10. Because the movement was done 2 times, you have power of minus 2, and 9.0 is the same thing as 9. Before I explain number 10, let's take the notes. One easy way to know whether n is to be negative, or positive, is the movement of the decimal point. So let's find out. If the decimal point is moving from right is the ending of the number. So moving from right to left. So left is the beginning of the number. So take it, when the point is moving from right to left, that is backward movement. From right to left, n is positive. So when you are moving backward, you start from right to left. In that case, n is positive. So this case is seen with numbers greater than 1. Okay, then let's continue. Now before we continue, let's go back and see that. Let's check. Okay, look at number 5 now. See number 5. So number 5, this number is greater than 1. So you are moving from the ending, that is 6, right to left, and the movement was done 3 times. That is why the power 3 is positive. You see that? Okay, so let's continue the second paragraph. If the decimal point is moving from left, now left is the beginning of the number. From left to right is the ending of the number. That is forward movement. When you are moving from left to right, you are going forward. In that case, n is negative. This case is seen with numbers less than 1. This case is seen with numbers less than 1. Okay, so that case is seen with numbers less than 1. So let's come back to example 10. You should express, so this number is less than 1. because 0 point, anything 0 point is already less than 1. So we have to move. So for us to have a, and a is between 1 and 9 inclusive, you have to move the point from where it is to between 4 and 0. So you start moving from here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once the point is here, you ignore the rest zeros and you have 4.05. The movement was done several times and it is forward movement from left to right. So the power 7 is negative. I hope you got that now. So you know when the power is negative and when the power is positive. If you move from right to left, backward movement, the power is positive. If you move from left to right, forward movement, the power is negative. Okay? Express the following in ordinary form. So we want to reverse the operation now. This is standard form, then express in ordinary form. So you have the number. So for us to express it, we just reverse the base 10 and its power to ordinary number and multiply. So 10 power 3 simply means 1000. Now to convert 3.84 to a whole number, multiply it by 100. That means if 2 zeros disappear from here, you have 384 times 10. That is 3,840. Example 12. Because of the power is negative, you show that this number is less than 1. So you have it. So we have to convert it from negative power in inverse form. You express it in this form. And 10 power 6 means 1 over 1 million. So if you divide 2.43 by 1 million, you have this result. Or if we use the other idea of moving, this minus 6 means you should move the point from where it is backward 6 times. So you move here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if the point is here now, all the empty spaces you fill there with 0 here will also be 0. So when you count, you are going to have 1. So 1 0 is here, 1. Another one is here, 2. You have 3. You have 4. You have 5. Then you have 6. So it's either you divide it or you move it backward according to the power you have. The moving backward means the power is negative. Then if the power is positive, then you move forward. So this is how we express numbers in standard form and ordinary form. Okay? End of lesson 1. Thanks for watching and learning with Petakus Education Community. Don't forget, watch out for more from the voice of Petakus. For questions and inquiries, use the comment section. We attend to them. You want to learn anything, you can also let us know. For the complete package of this topic, lesson 1 to 9 for offline usage, contact the voice of Petakus via this WhatsApp number or through this email address. At very little token, you get the complete package delivered to you. Lastly, if you are not safe, your life is in crisis. To avoid that, you give your life to the one that can save you and that is the Lord Jesus Christ, and you confess him as your Lord and personal Savior every day of your life. If you are saved already, I tell you big congratulations. Live righteously and be prepared, because on the last day some will be taken and some will be left. Take good care of yourself, stay out of trouble, study your books, do the needful at all times, flee every appearance of evil, don't defraud others to make money, use your hands and your brain to work genuinely, and the Lord will bless you. Goodbye for now.